Back with Bruce Boudreau. Bruce, you coached in the league for a long time and have firsthand experience trying to stop or slow down Connor McDavid. What should the Canucks be doing here to try to slow down McDavid in this series?
Well, in the end, there's not really too many ways to slow him down. I mean, you don't get every team. There's 31 other teams that are trying to slow him down during the season. They don't seem to be able to do it. But where we've had success on the teams that I've coached against McDavid is you always have somebody knowing where he is on the ice and you play above him all the time. So when the puck comes into his defensive zone, he's looking to get it quickly at just inside the blue line while he's skating and take off. If you can have somebody playing above him and making sure that he gets rid of the puck or he doesn't get the puck, and if he does pass it, that you stay with him and don't let him get it back, that's a real key. I mean, I think when we played against either McDavid or McKinnon, we've played against them both the same way. And, you know, we had a modicum of success against them, like that 5-on-5, that we wouldn't allow him to, the more touches that Connor gets, the more dangerous he becomes. So, I mean, you try to deny him the touches. Also, you know, like, I mean, you're sort of sacrificing offense in this. But I'll tell you what, JT Miller, who's probably going to get this assignment, will relish the assignment. He did it against McKinnon. He will change at the right time. When McDavid comes off the ice, he will come off the ice, but he will be looking to play above him, and he's a smart player. He'll be physical on him and within staying in the lines, and I think it's a good matchup for JT Miller against Connor McDavid.
Well, it's one thing to do that 5-on-5, like you mentioned, but what about this crazy Oilers power play? It's clicking at 45%, best in the playoffs. What makes it so special, and how can the Canucks try to limit how often they get beat by this Oilers power play?
Well, first of all, in reality, it's more than that, because they scored 2 goals in their last game that right as the power play ended, so they don't count. So it's probably over 50%. But the number one thing the Canucks have to do is play within the whistles and play within the rules, because they took 21 minors in the last round, and that was against Nashville, and they were at 90%. But 21 penalties, 21 minors against the Oilers is just a instant doom, because the team is so good. And what you do, it's really a different power play. I mean, most power plays in this league are 1-3-1. You have the one guy at the point, and you have 3 guys, and they sort of set up that way. But in the end, it's completely different. Connor McDavid could be on the left side. He can be on the right side. When he gets the puck and he starts circling, that's when it becomes really difficult for the penalty killers, because not only is he moving, but the rest of the Oilers are moving. Like Hyman will move from one side of the front of the net to the other side of the front of the net. Nugent Hopkins might go to the front of the net, and Bouchard moves up to the top of the circle, so that if he gets the puck and a one-timer with his shot, it's usually in. Draisaitl just moves back and forth. Now, you'll see a lot of times Draisaitl or McDavid will go over to his side, and he'll play catch with Draisaitl. Draisaitl goes to the net, and then that defenseman, they put the pressure on the defenseman. What do? Do I take Draisaitl going to the net or let him go, or do I wait for Connor? Either way, it's poison, and that's what makes these guys so good. What you have to do is disrupt them at the blue line. Don't let them get set up, and keep making them go back and get it. Keep making them go back and get it. If you can do that, you'll be successful. But every time Edmonton sets up, they are a troublesome team, and you got to worry about it.
Yeah, it's a great strategy, but maybe easier said than actually done, right? Bruce McDavid tied for the playoff lead with 12 points, despite playing only 5 games in round 1. Thanks, Bruce.